Radio Facebook page. We're on the app, on your smart speakers and on the website, and as always it is brilliant to have your company this Monday evening. And coming up, we will look back on the weekend's cricket as the 2024 season in Pembrokeshire finally got started beneath some sunny blue skies on Saturday. We'll round up all the top stories from across the divisions. We've got some local rugby as well, as Tenby rounded off their promotion winning season with a win against Aberaeron in the Pembrokeshire Knockout Cup final on Saturday. We'll be speaking to their head coach, Jonathan Evans, and their captain, Luke Deadman, to reflect on their first win in that cup since 2017. We'll get some news from Haverfordwest County as well. They've confirmed who's staying and who's leaving with the Cymru Premier League season now done. And we'll be asking, is it ever okay to want your team to lose? Give us your comments on that as well. Gordon Thomas, evening, how are you?
I'm very good, Ben. Yeah, it was a lovely weekend, to be fair, but we're back to the usual rain in Pembrokeshire down here at the moment. We've had it all day, mate, but the weekend was superb.
Yeah, the rain's been heavy today, but as you say, Saturday was glorious, wasn't it? And finally, we got some cricket in Pembrokeshire. What was that like, just to be out and about watching some cricket, Gord?
Yeah, it was great. I popped up to the racecourse, watched Haverfordwest play. They played their local rivals Llangwm in Division 1. I went over to Burton to see Burton play hook in another derby game in Division 2. And then I popped over to the athletic ground to watch the current champions Neyland taking on Whitland. So it was a lovely afternoon, ground hopping, so to speak. But and I can tell you, I didn't have a cake or a cup of tea either.
Oh, really? No, didn't sample any cricket teas, Gord, on Saturday?
No teas whatsoever, mate.
You were very well behaved. Well, I'll tell you what, let's do the results from Division 1, and you can give us some of your thoughts. So I'll just read those through now. In Division 1 on Saturday, Carew beat Saundersfoot by 2 wickets. That was a really close game, actually. Saundersfoot 162 for 7. Carew getting over the line 168 for 8. A big win for Cresselly. They beat Llanwm by 84 runs. Cresselly posting 220. Llanwm all out for 136. A routine win for Haverfordwest. They beat Llangwm by 9 wickets. Llangwm all out for 58 on their return to Division 1. Haverfordwest knocking those off. St Ishmael's were winners against Narberth by 4 runs. Another close game. Yeah, another close game. Well bowled, St Ishmael's, having posted 162 for 7. And then Neyland top scoring, I think across all the divisions, actually. Neyland's first. They beat Whitland by 175 runs. Neyland posting 267 for 7. What was the highlights then, Gordon? What did you make of those opening round of matches?
Well, everything seemed to go to the side that you would have expected to win, to be honest with you, Ben. Haverfordwest and Llangwm was a bit of a strange. I know Llangwm have lost a few players, but the Adam James was in fine form. He skittled through the early order, at Llangwm's early order, taking 5 wickets for 19 runs. Superb.
Yeah, well bowled.
And they were always in trouble then. And Haverfordwest obviously knocked off the required total quite comfortably. Cresselly, great batting track, as we know. Harrison Allen finals there every year, and they're notorious for high scores at that particular ground, and they won quite comfortably. I think they're actually top of Division 1 after the
after
first
one
week.
game. Yeah, we don't look at the table till the end of May, though, do we?
Them, really.
Yeah, Tom Murphy had a 50 for Cresselly.
Half century, excellent.
Yeah, and took 2 for 18. Simon Cole 44 as well. But you would have thought actually that was a perfect batting day there, wouldn't you?
Yeah. As you pointed out when we were talking off air, the scores were relatively, for batsmen, quite low. But I suppose it is only the first game of the season in competitive cricket, so it'll take a couple of weeks for them to get going. I'm sure we'll see a few tons in the coming weeks.
Yeah, you're right there. There were no hundreds in Division 1. In fact, I don't think there was a century scored across the county in all 5 divisions on Saturday. Di Davis for Neyland with 91. I think he was the highest scorer in Division 1 on Saturday, so he batted well. Gordon,
Yeah,
in that big Neyland total, wasn't it? 267 for
yeah,
7.
I was actually there, Ben, when he was with Ross Hardy. They were building up a nice little partnership, and actually, it was Ross who was actually setting the tone in the innings at that particular stage. But obviously, he got himself out, and Dai's a really seasoned cricketer, especially batsman, having played for Haverfordwest and now at Neyland. He knows what's required, and I'm surprised. He'd be very annoyed that he didn't get the 100, getting so close to
Yeah.
91. But I'm sure he'll address that in the coming weeks, to be honest with you, Ben.
So let's mention in Division 1 some of the bowling performances. Then you said Adam James,
Yeah.
he bowled very well for Haverfordwest in that win. Llangwm skittled for 58, but he took 5 for 19, which was the bowling performance of the day.
Oh, yeah, it was tremendous. I was there. I mean, Adam's ruthless. He's a great batsman as well on his day. But bowling on Saturday, he's off a shorter run off now. He won't mind me saying he's got a little bit older and he's got to look after his back. But he was certainly putting them down on Saturday. And the Llangwm batsmen were struggling to contain him, as taking 5 wickets is no mean feat, and only 19 runs he conceded. So they were always in trouble after that early stint.
Yeah, 5 as well for Andrew Miller for Neyland in there when he took 5 for 26.
He's an amazing bowler, Andrew Miller. Such a canny bowler. He just lobs it up. Perhaps I'm being cruel. Perhaps he is a bit of an off spinner, but he lobs them up, and they're so inviting to it. And you see players thinking, "Oh, I can hit this to the boundary." They miss it, they caught, or they miss it completely. They're stumped. He is a class act, Andrew Miller, and he's been doing. It's no luck, because he always gets plenty of wickets every season.
Yeah, and a mention as well for Scott Newton for Whitland. He took 3 for 36 as well. Well bowled, Scott. Andrew Paulet for St Ishmael's took 3 for 29. So some decent efforts with the ball in Division 1. Let me just give you the Division 2 results, Gordon, as well. You mentioned you were watching Burton against Herc, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, or should I say, Hook didn't get off to the best of starts. They were struggling when I got there. They were 60 odd for, I think it was 6 or 7 wickets down in Burton. Burton have got a very good side. Hook have also fancied to go up to Division 1, but on that kind of form, they'll be very disappointed with what happened on Saturday. But full credit to Burton. They're a very good side. And I know the boy Nick Jones took 3 wickets. He took quite a pacey bowler, and they just knocked off with Toby Heyman, their batsman. He scores runs galore for them. I think John Venables had a few on that, and they got the required total quite comfortably.
Yeah. They did. They knocked him off for 7 wickets. Herbranston were winners as well. They beat Pembroke Dock by 5 wickets. Llanrhian, I don't know whether Fraser was in the first or the second score. Do you know which team he played for?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Not sure. He might have been in the score box.
Well, he did tell me.
The second team, I've just been pointed out.
Oh, okay. He did tell me he had a scratchy start to the season. He's not with us tonight. I don't think that's the reason, but he said he had a scratchy 12, just a little bit out of nick. Llanrhian were beaten in their match though in Division 2. They lost to Johnston by 112 runs. Pembroke beat Lamphey by 126 runs. Pembroke had a great day with the bat, 254. They managed to rack up. Kerry Brace 76 in that game, and Carew seconds beat Llangwm by 6 wickets, having dismissed Llangwm for 92 in that game. Mention for Kerry Walters with the ball for Carew. He took 4 for 9 during that victory. So matches right the way across the county, Divisions 1 through to 5. Obviously pembrokeshiresport.co.uk as always has some great coverage of that, and there must have been a good feeling around the county, with cricket back on and players wanting to get back involved again, because it's a delayed start, isn't it?
It's been such a long winter, and we've been all the games have been crammed at the end of the season, and it was still going last Saturday, wasn't it? Football and rugby, but it's just nice to sort of relax a little bit, enjoy your cricket on a Saturday afternoon, get the deck chair out, the sun cream, and go to sleep after about 30 overs.
Were there plenty of people watching games across the county,
There was
Gordon?
quite a few.
Yeah.
Neyland always has a good following. Haverfordwest as well, to be fair, where I went. And Burton and Hook, it was full. It was full. There was a really good crowd down there, to be fair.
That's great. Still a real appetite for cricket. And you, yourself and Fraser both said that once the season gets going, there'll be matches coming out of our ears because there'll be fixtures all over the place. And that's the case this week, isn't it? Because we're straight into cup action. Yeah. So let me give you the fixtures.
Morris,
Tell us about, just for people watching, tell us about the Dougie Morris Cup, Gordon.
Well, Dougie Morris for First Division winners only over the history of the Pembroke County Cricket Club, and anybody who's won in Division 1 can play in that competition. So, there's quite a few teams involved.
So you have to have won a Division 1 title to take part?
I think so. Right? I might be corrected by saying that. I hope I am. But I think you have to win the Division 1 title to take part in the Dougie Morris.
Okay. Well, let's hope the rain goes away, because it's been heavy today, because there's games tomorrow. Haverfordwest against Carew, Cresselly against Pembroke Dock, and Hook take on Neyland tomorrow, Gord.
Oof, Haverfordwest Carew. That's a good opening game, isn't it? Both sides will be going for that. I'm sure Adam James will be chomping at the bit to get hold of Carew, and the same the other way around as well. Yeah. So, and Cresselly, who are they playing?
Cresselly host Pembroke Dock tomorrow.
Oh, that's an interesting one as well, especially with the shortened version game. That if you can get some runs on the board and take some wickets, anything can happen in those matches. But Cresselly, Carew, Haverfordwest, they're good in these cup competitions. They really are.
And then Wednesday, Saundersfoot play Llangwm, Hebranston against Llanrhian, and Johnston against St Ishmael's Wednesday evening.
Actually, I can't hear a word what you're saying, mate.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now? Yeah, is that better? Yeah. There we go. You missed that. So let me just tell you that again. Saundersfoot against Llangwm, Hebranston against Llanrhian, and Johnston plays St Ishmael's on Wednesday night.
Ooh, Johnston Tish, that stands out to me. That'll be a good game. Johnston have improved a lot since last season. Tish are always up for a good game. So that will be interesting to see who wins that one on the night. And it's at Johnston as well, is it? It
is, yeah. And Thursday night, Thursday will be Loreni v Narberth and Burton against Whitland to round off the first round of matches.
Some really good games there. It's great to get out in the evenings as well. And as I say, Ben, it's the shorter version cricket. It's entertaining. And,
what do they play it, Gord? Is it 20 overs in the Dougie?
That one is a 22 over game, I believe. Yeah. I think... or I get them both mixed up. Either the Harrison Allen is 22 over, which I think it is, and the Dougie Morris is 20 over. Okay. So I think that's what they actually do. So it is a 20-20 with the Dougie Morris this week.
Well, good luck to all of those sides in action. As I say, let's hope the weather is kind, as Stephen says on the comments. Let's hope the weather is kind during the week so cricket can be played. We'll keep fingers crossed for that. And we'll try and run down the fixtures coming up this Saturday as well before the end of the show. We will talk rugby in a few moments. Tenby became the winners of the Pembrokeshire Knockout Cup at the weekend. They beat Aberystwyth. And just for some fun tonight, and I'll be interested in some comments on this as well. Tomorrow evening, Tottenham Man City at Tottenham. There's some school of thought that Tottenham fans would rather lose tomorrow, because if we beat Man City, it opens the door for Arsenal to win the league on the last day. Have you ever, Gordon, either as a supporter or a player, ever thought about wanting your team to lose?
No, it's really bad sportsmanship, really, Ben. And you go out every game to go and win it. You're not thinking about other teams winning the league, surely.
Well, I don't think so either. I find it a bit difficult to. I don't really want Arsenal to win the league. Would I love Man City to win it? Well, not hugely either, really. But I do think you have to look after your own business a bit, don't you? Really, you can't.
100%. Take care of your own business. Win your own games, and don't worry about anybody else. And
ultimately, if Arsenal were to win the league, it's not really to do with this game on Tuesday night, is it? It's over 38 matches of the season.
Correct.
So I do think that's a bit ridiculous, but I would be interested to hear.
Liverpool are playing Aston Villa tonight, are they?
As we speak. In fact, we'll get a score update from that in just a sec, I think.
I mean,
there we go. Stephen's on.
if Liverpool do turn over Aston Villa, I'm sure Spurs will be hoping that they can still get a top 4 finish by beating City tomorrow night.
Exactly. I think Stephen's just said on the comments it's 1-1 in the Villa-Liverpool game as well. So if anyone's got any views on that, is it ever okay to want your team to lose? I don't think it is. I think you've got to look after what you're doing, beat who's in front of you, and that's what it's all about, really. Yes, it would be annoying if Arsenal were to win the league, but I think we'd have to live with it, wouldn't we? That's over 38 games. That's what happens. So give us your thoughts on that. We'll talk rugby. We'll get some news from Haverfordwest County as well before the end of the show, and we will look ahead to Saturday's cricket that's to come. Good to be with you this Monday evening. Gordon and myself taking you through until 9 o'clock on Pure West Sport.
Eaton-Evans and